Sivri stretch approaching the Eastern Freeway, and we're now connected just below the freeway. We will be connecting on the freeway now, as we can see in the front. And we're just hoping the directions are all right, because GPS has just been updated, Google has just been updated. It was a few days ago when the Trans Harbour Sea Link was inaugurated on the first day. The directions were not known at all. So we have now taken the ramp onto the Eastern Freeway. And here you can see on the left side, on the extreme left, you can see the Trans Harbour Road. And now we've connected from the ramp onto the main freeway, Eastern Freeway.
Eastern Freeway for 2 kilometers.
On the Eastern Freeway now, we are headed towards the Atal Setu Trans Harbour Sea Link, and for that we have to actually now take the exit on the left here to connect onto the Atal Setu. You can see the signboards on top. But the approach road looks really narrow. It just seems like a one lane. They should have probably had it wider. It's 2 lanes, but the approach is 1 lane. Now on this ramp it is 2 lanes. So now, ladies and gentlemen, we are...
In 200 meters, turn left. Take the next left, then turn right.
It seems complicated. The GPS is complicating things. We should just follow the car in front, because the GPS may not be updated. It is very complicated. It must be mapping the old road probably. So now it is showing.
Take the next left, then turn
We take a left, it's a no U-turn. There's something wrong
Take the next left
with the
onto
GPS telling us the wrong things. But here we are now on the Atal Setu, and they're stopping our... Look, there's a tempo here that's being stopped by the police because 2-wheelers, 3-wheelers, transport in terms of tempos, etc. 3-wheelers, hand carts, all these bullock carts, they're not allowed onto this. So quality of the road seems pretty good. They've got sound barriers on both sides of the road. They have cameras as well, and look at the signboard on top. So for people in South Mumbai, this is a boon, but anyone from, let's say, Central Mumbai down to the north, I don't know, getting here itself will take them. I mean, imagine someone from Borivali coming to take the Trans Harbour Sea Link. He's going to take 2 hours to reach from Borivali to this Sivri interchange. That one makes sense, right? For him, it will be better if he goes from Borivali and connect to Navi Mumbai from the other side itself. That's closer to him. I believe the speed limit on this Trans Harbour Sea Link is 100 kilometers per hour. But I guess you should enjoy, the view. The only thing blocking it are these sound barriers on the side, so there's no distinct, clear view. Let's hope as we climb up that the view improves. They put a few rumbling strips in the way which are really bad. If you're saying 100 kilometers per hour speed, then you're putting rumbling strips which are quite high compared to the normal paint strips. So you're actually slowing people down. See, 100 is written on the floor. It is a marvel though, to create this, but I'm not sure how effective it will be, especially for traffic that comes from the Navi Mumbai Uran Chirle side into Sivri. You can imagine Sivri is already traffic jammed, especially during the evenings, and you're adding more load that comes from the other side, and they anticipate about 70,000 vehicles. So see all the refineries on the left side. And I believe there's a Sivri fort somewhere in the vicinity. I can't exactly show you where it is, but one needs to geotag it to see it. We'll give you a complete review at the end of our journey on this Trans-Harbour Sea Link, but as of now, it's a less traversed road, very few vehicles. So I'm sure sometime in the future they're going to take the toll rates up, because it has to pay off within a certain period. Look at these rumbling strips. If you're going to travel at 100 kilometers per hour and you're going to feel this, you're going to slow down. You really can't go at 100 constantly, maybe intermittently. रोशनी फोटो निकालो एकदम मस्त है, सनराइज का भी और ये सब का। Look at the lovely view on our left. Oh wow, there are sound barriers and sound barriers that are at a height and you can see nothing. What a lovely view. See, you can inspect the sound barriers on the way. Terrible. I mean, they should have found a way of getting view with this road, so that people even don't need to have their air conditioning on. So, you know, look, put your windows down, look out, enjoy, you know, natural, airflow. I guess this is spoiling the. I mean, I know it's just doing it for ecological reasons, but for drivers, you know, it's a loss when you can't see good view. It's just a road. It's no good. It's just a road. I think they've heard our complaints. I'm just joking, but the sound barriers are not here on this stretch now, and which is very, very pleasant to watch outside. I'm quite tempted to put the windows down for a moment. Because outside temperature also is pleasant right now. Better than internal air conditioning, of course. And it's pure clean air unless we get some pollution from Mamul refinery on the extreme left. Windows down and enjoying 22 degrees of cool fresh air from outside. It's really nice, very refreshing. I think they've heard our complaints. I'm just joking, but the sound barriers are not here on this stretch now, and which is very, very pleasant to watch outside. I'm quite tempted to put the windows down for a moment. Because outside temperature also is pleasant right now. Better than internal air conditioning, of course. And it's pure clean air unless we get some pollution from Mamul refinery on the extreme left. Down and enjoying 22 degrees the experience of paying a toll. But it was very quick. Actually, I didn't need to slow down that much. Here in the front, the road has been, made cutting a hillock here, which is I think a stone. So they've actually diced this little hillock and made this road that we're going on. And the speed limit here is 60. So once we cross the 100 speed limit on the MTHL, here it is now 60. And some things here, I don't know what it is. I think it must be a food court for the future. But a food court without parking is no food court. It's a mess. Likewise on the other side of the road as well. Seems to be some kind of the one thing they should do in India is when they have projects, provide a description of the projects so that people understand what's coming up. Maybe they can sell the projects easily and quicker than the normal process.